So I've been in rehab rehab in the hospital for a little over a week, 2 weeks. So I've got another week. We don't have no internet access here at the rehab, so I can't upload any of the videos that I have on my computer system. Plus, it wouldn't be safe to upload on my computer, being in a situation like this, because you can have hackers nearby. So anyway, what I was going to do is we'll talk about tips on Tuesdays. We got to move that back another week. I should be out of rehab this week. So what I was going to do is I was going to talk about what happens when you get a below the knee amputation, and kind of let y'all see that. Hopefully, I can work this camera to where it works out perfect. But let me just explain some of the things that you need to have worked out. If you know ahead of time, let me just flip this around. If you know ahead of time that you're going to have a below the knee amputation like this, and there again, here's my knee, there's what's left, and that was due to an infection that had gone, so basically gangrene. And so a lot of bacteria was, the bad bacteria was in my foot, and then some of it had gotten into my spine. So I've got some back issues now too, which with back issues, that creates other problems, because it makes it on your rehab to where you can't do some things. Plus, I have another sore on this foot, but it was just a little scrape basically. So we're working on making sure it heals up correctly with a bunch of betadine on it and patch it up every day. So it's important that you look at your feet, especially if you're a diabetic. You look at the bottom of your feet all the time, or have someone look at it for you. The reason why is a lot of times you might not be able to see it. So always, at least once a week, have someone check on your foot for you, the bottom of your foot, or have a mirror set up so you can see, to see if you've got something going on the bottom of your foot that you might not be aware of, because you have neuropathy with diabetes, so you can't feel it. And that way you don't get in the situation I was in, which is didn't know about an infection 2.5 years ago in this foot for at least 3-4 weeks, and it had gotten pretty deep into the foot. They had to cut in through it, lay it open, and of course to podiatry, they said that they had to let it heal from the inside out, which is not 100% accurate, and I'll explain that in a later video, as far as some ways that you can go through this, because I went through this process for 2.5 years trying to save this. So I've got a lot of helpful hints on that also. Thanks for those that are on board this morning. It's awful early. It's not even 7 o'clock Central Time, less than 6 o'clock or 6:30 Eastern Time. And so anyway, with this leg, in order to get my new legs, as Lieutenant, or Forrest Gump would say, Lieutenant Dan, you got new legs. So in order to get my new leg here, my prosthetic, what I've got to do is I got to make sure that this muscle here, this leg, and this going below my knee are all straight. They're level. They're not like this, because if they're like this, you cannot get a prosthetic. So you have to have them level out there like this. So you've got to work hard at, as soon as the operation is over with, as far as getting it set straight, because rehab might not work on it for you, or they might not explain that to you for a week, which they didn't explain that to me for a week. And then after a week's time, after surgery, they finally tell me this. So I've been working on trying to keep that straight. Another problem I have is with trying to keep this straight is it ends up hurting my spinal cord, my back. So that creates other issues. So what you want to do first is work this out to where this and this, those two muscles, are flat and straight across there, and not a bend to it. because you cannot get a prosthetic with that bend. Uh, so if it happens that you have this done this week and you didn't know about it as an emergency like mine, then that's the first thing you want to do is start working that to make sure that that is set up and straight, so that within a week you've got that pretty much straightened out. Uh, and then the other problem I had was because I had a foot a issue on the bottom of this foot, is I've got to stay off of it. Now they try to on rehab, they try to say, well, just get up on it and you're just getting straight up and working your lower muscles down there and everything else. No, don't let them do that to you, because if you're standing up, let's say if you stand up 4 or 5 times, well, that's weight on a sore on the bottom of your foot that's not going to heal because you kept putting your weight on it. So the only time you need to put weight on this leg here, if you have another sore on it, is in a situation where you're getting into the wheelchair, getting into the bed, going to the toilet. Those are the only times you really need to put weight on it, and be real careful with that. My wife, Melinda, by the way, did agree to do her makeup on Mondays with Mindy Sue. So we're trying to get through my rehab, trying to get through my grandson's rehab still, my mom's rehab. So there's 3 of us there. And of course, my brother-in-law just had, we don't know if he had a heart attack or stroke. So we're having to kind of watch him. So we're just kind of busy all over. And we're hoping to get back to the casinos probably end of March, 1st of April. And so I still have it in as Tuesday tips. We're still going to work on low budget, how to get more comps if you only bring $50, $100, $200, or whatever it is. But if y'all can tell me what y'all mean by I'm a low budget kind of guy or girl, and I go to the casino and I'll bring so much money and I don't get any comps. I mean, how much do you actually? So if you can comment and let me know how much you bring, then I can kind of handle each issue and possibly help as far as comps go, to where maybe you can get some comps that you're not getting now, because there's certain things that you can do that would actually hurt you as far as those comps go. Last year we went to Bossier City 4 times, went to Lake Charles 3 times, went to Laughlin once with my wife. Airfare and hotel included in that, with some food and some free spins. Went to Lake Tahoe, actually Reno, and then we drove to Lake Tahoe. And that was with my son. And I still have $600 of airfare left on that from that trip on Southwest, so I can use it anywhere. And then we went to Laughlin again. This time we brought some friends, and it paid for their hotel and a little bit of food and the airfare on that. And it was a charter flight, so much nicer on charter flights versus going on something on like Southwest or something like that, because charter flight, you load up in Austin or Houston or Dallas or wherever you're going to load up, or Mississippi. You get on the plane, your luggage is on the plane, you land, they take your luggage to your room, so you don't have to get it out, you don't have to check in, you're already checked in. So as soon as you get there, you get a key to your room. And maybe I should turn this back around. So you get a key to your room and everything else. So anyway, we started with $2,000 last year, went on all these trips, and I still have $700 left of that $2,000. And we also got some $100 worth of free meals. We each got that. I ended up being Diamond Plus. My wife ended up being Diamond. And we would have went on maybe another trip, but this issue happened, uh, and so we couldn't go. So now we're waiting and delaying our first trip for the year. Instead of being in March, it might be April before we go. So we should have some video left. Not sure how much. I know I've been talking for a while. It's 10 minutes. Ooh, I didn't think I'd talk that long. Um, Hopefully, y'all have a great week this week. And if there's any topics that y'all want me to talk about, by all means, make a comment so I can see it, make it public. And then, of course, also subscriptions. Uh, I do thank all those that have subscribed this past week while I've been in the hospital and rehab. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe to the channel. There's no tracking you if you subscribe to the channel, so I'm not going to bother you either. So I'm not going to message you or text you or anything like that. We'll try to do any comments. We'll try to do those live, and that way you've got that. So anyway, I hope that everything goes well this week, that you end up subscribing, ring the bell so for any new live features, we can get you on it. And when I get back to the house, which will be probably sometime next week, then I can start uploading the rest of my videos that we did this past year. And then hopefully we can show you some new things. And if you have comments or questions about something that you don't understand about a casino, or you're not quite getting your diamond awards on Caesars, or whatever you play, whatever casino you play, if you make some comments so I can see them, so that that I can comment on those. Now, I don't see a lot of comments if you're not entering it as public. If you're just putting the comment in there and you're private, then I might not be able to see it. So I'm still learning the system here and how it all works. Hopefully I can get this done a lot better. I've got all my tripods now for my phone, my cameras. So it's going to make it a little bit easier when I go to doing videos. So it won't be so shaky and so much of this. So because I don't have any technical help, I don't have anybody behind me editing or anything like that. So everything we do is either going to be live or it's going to be filmed from previous, and then we'll put it on there. I do hope that, again, everybody has a great day. Everybody has a great week. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless the first responders. God bless the United States, or whatever country you're in. Tell your friends and neighbors about it, because this channel, we'll cover everything, because we've done some cooking. We've done some of this medical. We can do some financial. We can do the gambling. We can do different trips, what to go and see on certain trips, things that are worth it, things that aren't worth it, money spent well, money not going very good at certain places. So we'll take you through it. I'll take you through basically 45 years of my life, different fields that I've been in. And so if you have a question, by all means, don't hesitate to ask. And then also, if you make a comment, please make sure that you make the comment public so that I can see it and we can go from there. So anyway, thanks for all that you're doing out there, helping my channel grow. I do appreciate that. I know that this video has gone a long time, but I had to get it out there because a lot of people may not understand. They wonder what happened to Johnny Buffalo, and it's because he's been in the hospital and basically was pretty sick with COVID and the flu and all the bacteria that I had in my foot, going up my leg. So the recovery period. I've still got another 4 weeks to 8 weeks left as far as recovery period. Gain some lower body strength and upper body strength, and gain a little bit more mobility, and to get the prosthetic fit properly, so that I can get back out there in the world and start making more trips. So anyway, thank you. Let's see what kind of trouble we get into next time. I do appreciate those that have joined me live, and hopefully we'll start doing it at a certain period of time, and we'll announce it. But so this week we're not going to do any more lives unless something comes up like this, so that you're aware of where we're at and what's going on with us. All right, I do appreciate it. Thank you. God bless you, and have a great week. Thank you.